Today we are going head to head with the It's My Pleasure and Lilac You a Lot palettes from Colourpop. Can you tell which eye is which palette? Hey, it's Amanda. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Welcome to my channel. I post subscription unboxings, beauty hauls, first impressions, eyeshadow palette reviews like today's video, and more. I'd really appreciate it if you click subscribe before you left this video. That way you know when my next upload is. I post new videos every week. I almost passed up on the Lilac You a Lot palette because I thought it was very similar to It's My Pleasure. But the more I stared at the photo on Instagram, the more I was like, I need Lilac You a Lot. Plus, I also collect the monochromatic palettes from Colourpop, and my collection wouldn't be complete if I didn't have Lilac You a Lot. I'm also a sucker for purple, so that would be quite blasphemous if I did not pick it up. I had a lot of fun doing a comparison of the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette versus the Colourpop Honey palette. I hope you guys are enjoying them and finding them helpful to see them swatch next to each other and also creating a similar look on the eyes using both palettes. Before we jump into the video, comment below which eye do you think has Lilac You a Lot and which one has It's My Pleasure. If you're curious to see the live swatches of both of these palettes and also how to achieve this similar look, then definitely keep on watching. We are first going to start with live swatches of this palette. When I do my live swatches of palettes, there is no primer or concealer on my arm to act as a base, and all of my swatches are done from finger to pan to arm, and they're done in one swipe, otherwise noted. We are going to start off by swatching the Lilac You a Lot palette. Lilac You a Lot is a tongue twister for me for some reason. This is what the palette looks like. It is gorgeous. I almost passed this up, but I am collecting the monochromatic palettes from Colourpop, so I just had to have it. Cloud, Imagine That, Ghostin'. That's the top row. Wake Me, Fluff, Trainwreck. Second row swatched. Zoned Out, Iffy, Filtered. And this is the whole palette swatched. So in the top row, Imagine That and Ghostin' are kind of muted and they don't make it all the way through the swatch. But the other mattes, Zoned Out, Iffy, and Filtered, are mattes as well, but they had pigment throughout the entire swatch. You can also tell that these two shades had a little bit of kickback from the swatch, and that's why I'm thinking that these are a little bit more pigmented compared to the top row mattes. I really like this color story a lot, and I really like that there's not a pressed glitter. Just because I don't get much use out of the glitters, I do test them out just to give you guys my feedback, but otherwise those shades do go to waste. And now let's swatch It's My Pleasure. I haven't used this palette yet. Prior to this video, I've only used one other monochromatic palette, and it's the Honey palette. But I am glad I did put off testing this palette because I am enjoying going head to head between these palettes. I'm also thinking of maybe comparing these to the Morphe 39S palette because they also have some purpley pink shades. Let me know in the comments what you think of that, and are there any other palettes you guys would like to see? And I zoomed in my camera in this video. Hopefully that's helpful to fully see what I am doing. I know I'm a little uncomfortable how close we are because I have been breaking out the past few days, and my brows did not want to cooperate today. Left brows in timeout and had already primed my eyes. I look a little strange, and yeah. Anywho, let's swatch It's My Pleasure. Kittenfish, Do or Dough, Pretty Cruel. I haven't swatched two palettes this close together, so that's why they're a little bit uneven right now. Bare Minimum, Earthshine, Click It. And that's with the second row. This hurts my arm. Ms. Sandman, Fanfiction, Sleeper. I think both palettes have a lot to offer. The only similar-ish shades I see is this first one in Just My Pleasure called Kittenfish and to Zoned Out. But other than that, Lilac You a Lot is definitely on the more purple side, where Just My Pleasure has purple and pink shades and rich burgundy shades. I don't think we're gonna be able to replicate a look that is going to be exactly the same, but I'm gonna try to choose the shades that I think look similar. I'm actually gonna keep these swatch on my arm. I know it's probably gonna press onto my bicep and my shirt, but it will help me get a visual looking at these two palettes. I ended up removing the swatches for the Honey palette versus the Urban Decay Honey. Visually, the shades look similar, but these are so different that I kind of like to have a swatch reference. Even though I have both palettes open next to each other. I think it would help me out. I do have my brows filled in with the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil, and then I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer to prime my eyes. Luckily, we have some brushes clean for this video. My left eye, your right eye is going to have Lilac You a Lot, and then my right eye, your left eye is going to have It's My Pleasure. I'm going to take a Luxie 205 Taper Blending. I really want to dip into the shade Ibby. Ooh, Kickback. But it is definitely pigmented. I'm starting with my left eye again. I did that in my Honey and it felt so weird. And I'm just going to take this, yeah, barely touching my crease, and look how pigmented. This color just reminds me of my alma mater, Western Carolina. I am going in very lightly because it is going to be a very pigmented shade, one that can get messy real quick. So I'm going to take my time building it up. So pretty. Can't stop looking at this color on my eye. That's partially why I got sucked into buying this, because I just love purple. I know that this is a shimmer shade, and I don't care if shimmers aren't supposed to be in the crease. I like to put them in my crease, so I have another 205. I always get 205 and 209 confused. I use the Luxie 209 so often as well. So I'd like to double check to make sure that I'm saying the right one. And this shimmer has some kickback in it too, and it's more of a plum color, but looking at the two, they could be distant cousins. See, I don't know why people hate on putting shimmers in the crease. Let me know in the comments, do you think that shimmers belong in the crease? Why do I think that they belong in the crease? Because makeup is how you do it. There are no 10 commandments of makeup, but I'm pretty sure a commandment would be, thou shalt not put shimmers in the crease, and I'm gonna break that damn commandment every single day because I don't care. I've actually really enjoyed doing a full eye of shimmers. That was one of my favorite looks I've created. It was using the Game of Thrones palette, and I just loved how it looked. Shimmers just blend out so nice. Try it sometime. On a Luxie 235 blending, I really want to take the shade Filtered. Lots of kickback. And I'm gonna use it to put in my outer V and round. I don't have any additional product, but just to blend out any harshness we may have. That does happen from time to time. And then on a Luxie 231 Small Tapered, I'm gonna take the shade Sleeper, and we're gonna mimic the outer V. These two shades look really nice together. Oh gosh, why is my texture and redness so bad today? Also, like, really oily, so excuse that. I don't know where that came from. I do have some fallout on my face. On a Morphe M167, I'm gonna take the shade Wake Me Up. Hope this shade pops without needing MAC Fix. Oh, okay, that is nice. I think I would have preferred MAC Fix. I really like wetting my shimmer shades for that extra pop. I mean, you can use any setting spray, but I use MAC Fix. I keep saying just my pleasure, but it's my pleasure. I'm so sorry. But on a BH Cosmetics brush, I'm gonna take Do or Dough from It's My Pleasure. Here, I think the two shimmers are kind of clashing. We're going for an all purple look anyway, shouldn't it clash? And I think the shade that we took the outer V on, we're going to take on the lower lash. And this is a Luxie 151 Mini Flat. I have another 141 Mini Round, and we're gonna take Sleeper. And then on a 111 Mini Flat Angled, I'm gonna take Fluff, and that's gonna go in the inner corners. For this, I am gonna spray some MAC Fix. I love MAC Fix to help emphasize that inner corner. Boom, bitch! And then on another 111 Mini Flat Angled, let's take Earthshine. Both Fluffy and Earthshine were quite chunky. MAC Fix again. Ooh. That's like a more duochrome. Do I like one of these palettes over the other? No. I think that they both have something very unique to bring to the table. It's My Pleasure I am more drawn to. I feel that I have more to work with some of these deeper burgundy pink shades, whereas Lilac You a Lot really focuses on purples with some pops of pink. Next time I dive into these palettes, I want to pair them together, see what other looks we could create. I did not run into any issues of the mattes or the shimmers performing. I'm glad there was no pressed glitter. I think both palettes will get a lot of love, and for $12 you really can't beat that. It's also why I don't feel nearly as bad splurging on Colourpop, because it is more affordable, and that's why I get excited every time they have a new release. Anytime that Colourpop teases anything on Instagram, yes, add to cart. This is the fastest I jumped on a monochromatic palette. Immediately I thought It's My Pleasure. I had to look it up. I guess it depends what computer you're looking at, because I know like the screens can mute or enhance colors, and since that these aren't sold in stores, I wanted to order it and just get that comparison in real life and to see, are they similar? That's why I swatched and did a look side by side using these palettes too, and I can't wait to test these out against the Morphe 39S palette. Let me know if you plan on picking up either one of these palettes, and if you already own them, what did you think of these palettes? What looks did you create? What are some of your favorite color combinations? I would love to know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Don't forget to click subscribe before you leave, and if you don't, thank you for the view anyways, and I'll see you in the next video.